serious. Someone could have had her phone and could have been texting our people. Like it was still her. She could have already been gone. But if there's nothing in that sentry mode folder, then that means it was turned off. Why would you turn it off if you were leaving town? Why would you turn your car's babysitter off when you're going on the road? Don't make no sense. Could have been a heated anything, crime of passion, clean up. See, it's the dismemberment, G. It's the dismemberment that implies heavy guilt. Heavy guilt. Somebody was desperate to make sure that nobody ever figured out what happened to that girl. And let's not forget his Atani, his alter ego, whose name is Pain. But let's not forget about his brilliant idea that he tried out in the video for that song, the romantic unalivement song. And he was sitting there talking about how he was sitting there talking about how his alter ego was committing heinous crimes, and when he would snap out of his alter ego he would become himself, and when he became himself he was a detective, and he was sitting there investigating his own crimes. Like he actually thought that up and then used it as content for his music videos. I this is not somebody who is well emotionally or psychologically. This is not somebody who's well. Like it's one thing to be able to create these things as a writer. If you're a horror writer, if you're a suspense thriller writer, then you have to go through the trouble of doing all of the research to figure out all of these things to make the story plausible. And then there's suspension of disbelief. You have to give yourself the permission to believe everything that you're saying is real so you can put in the necessary passion and all of that stuff to sell the story and make the story real. Every great writer understands that. I'm a great writer, so I definitely understand that. Sentry mode is an automatic setting to turn it off in and of itself is into exactly, cat. That's what I'm saying. Why is nobody talking about this car? Why is nobody talking about this sentry mode? Why is nobody talking about that? You can go and you can get footage of the girl misbehaving badly with the neighbors from a year ago. You can go and get footage of the girl at the bodega running away from home. You can get footage of the girl sitting online, flirting with this guy, sitting there with the chat, talking about delete everything, delete everything. You can get pictures of the girl sneaking in and out of shows. You can get all of that, but we can't get nothing from the car. We can't get nothing from the car. That's what I was trying to get to, Kat. That was exactly what I was trying to get to. And thank you, as a Tesla user yourself and someone who's very familiar with the car. It's an automatic setting. If you turn it off, there is intent to conceal something. You turned your babysitter off. We need 50 more likes. I'd appreciate it. We over here getting real. Now, see, a lot of people like to talk about this case, and a lot of people like to talk about the this and the that and the this and the that. But does anybody talk about things like we talk about things over here? Because we take our time over here. Not only do we take our time, but we flush things through over here. I'm sure. I'm sure a lot of people's prints was all over that car. I'm sure they made a mess. Yes, we do speak on first-hand experience over here, Kat. I want to ask y'all something, family. Why in God's name are we the only ones who speak about this like this? Why is everybody else so afraid? Why do I get frozen every time I start talking that real talk and I start putting fact and removing fiction? Why is that? Come on, guys. 50 more likes. They done talked about every other kind of camera, every other kind of surveillance. They done found every other kind of footage. You telling me TMZ, as nosy as they asses is, and as much as they in the stuff, they couldn't get to that Sentry folder by now? Huh? No, I know. I don't believe he did any of this by himself at all. I ain't gonna blame it all on him. Wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare make him that kind of magician. And no matter how clever he is, and no matter how, whatever he is, I tell you what I do know. He ain't do this alone, allegedly. Yeah, the selective ignorance. Nothing irks me more than that. And that's why I wanted to come here and I wanted to talk with you guys about that because, there's a lot of conversation about a lot of things. There's a lot of playing about a lot of things. There's a lot of detail here, a lot of detail there. Meanwhile, while you've got assholes like that one-eyed freak Charleston White running around trying to create reasonable doubt and saying that David has been framed. Really, he's been framed. He's been framed. You've got AI channels pushing the fact that he was framed. Now you have everyone saying that he didn't do it. He couldn't have done it. This is this and this is that. And then you have these people saying this and you have these people saying that. It was just like this with the Diddy trial. Don't y'all remember? It was just like this with the Didless trial. It was just like this. And all of those fake witnesses started coming forward. Did you guys know that Lamisha Fuller had more than one channel? She had a whole nother channel from 11 years ago. Did you guys know that? Lamisha Fuller has a whole nother channel. It's still up. She was trying to be a rapper. It was her and some other black girl and some, I don't know if she was white or Hispanic, and they was all sitting there in their drawers, looking like a bunch of weirdo sluts, trying to rap badly, sounding like Cardi B on Wet. It was terrible. That's how long that bitch has been on YouTube trying to be famous. Whole nother channel from 11 years ago. I guess it was around the same time she had had that child that she don't know how to feed. This is what they do here on this app. First channel, she couldn't even get 50 subscribers. The one that she's got now, she couldn't make 1K. Isn't that sad? Millions upon millions of views on other people's channel, and she couldn't even get 1,000 subscribers on her own. Lying on me, saying all kinds of weird stuff, lying on Natanya Rubin, saying all kinds of weird stuff. It's funny. She accused the Carters of snatching hearts out of infants and devouring them right in front of her. And they ain't trying to sue that bitch or get her channel taken down. Rock Nation ain't doing shit about that bitch's channel. But people want to talk about people coming after me. It's funny. It's funny. You got people here on this app that lie every day, all day, say all kinds of shit. I got people that lie about me every day, all day, say all kinds of shit. Don't nobody ever get held accountable for anything. But the person who's telling the truth, the person who's getting to the heart of things, is constantly being called a liar. There's a disgusting double standard, but that's what YouTube is really all about. Look at me.